Covering the Universal Orlando Resort for over 5 years, you are listening to the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
Hello and welcome to episode 216 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. I'm Tracey and with me we have Lee.
Hello everyone.
And we have Hunter.
Hey everybody.
And no Darren again.
No.
Still very busy, bless him.
He is busy.
So how are you two?
Good.
Doing pretty great.
Excellent.
Doing pretty good.
Good.
I'm a bit annoyed at you two, but you'll find out why.
Okay.
At Tracey and I?
Yeah.
Apparently so. This is a very special episode because a few months ago now, Hunter and I got a huge surprise when we received our Hogwarts Academy of Witchcraft and Wizardry acceptance letters, and after he and I made our way to London to King's Cross Station, we made our journey to Hogwarts aboard the Hogwarts Express.
Yeah. I always knew I was a muggle.
Mm-hmm.
You're a squib.
Maybe.
Yes, today we would like to share with you that journey from King's Cross to Hogsmeade and then back again, because we're suckers for pain. Let us take you back to that 1st of September.
Morning, Hunter. How was your flight over?
You know, not too bad. It's a long flight, though. I don't know how you guys do it over to Orlando as often as you do. In all honesty, though, I'm not quite sure why I'm going to Hogwarts instead of Ilvermorny. But hey-ho, for the purposes of the story, I'm excited.
The entrance to King's Cross Station, which is a quarter-scale replica of the real London King's Cross railway station, is located in the London area close to Diagon Alley. Passengers enter the station building and have their admission tickets checked. They then enter a queue which takes them farther into the station building under a split-flap departure board and past London-related advertisements, several stacks of suitcases and a shop selling food. You may even come across the odd busker entertaining passengers waiting to get to their platform.
That has to be the most British paragraph I think you've ever read.
Right, I've never been to London before, so this is all new to me. Do you know how to get to platform 9 3/4?
Nope. Here, let's ask this fella. Excuse me, can you tell me where platform 9 3/4 is, please?
Platform 9 3/4? Think you're having a laugh, do you? Yanks.
Thanks for nothing, you snobbish Brit. Look, I know we have to find the barrier.
Yeah, now I know they have this set piece in place for the Muggles to take their pictures with. Wouldn't it be ironic if that was the actual barrier?
Totally. It's definitely worth a try, though.
After ascending a flight of stairs, passengers find themselves between the signs for Platform 9 and Platform 10. They can see those ahead of them walking through the wall, forming the entrance to Platform 9 3/4. This effect uses the Pepper's Ghost illusion.
Right. Here it is. Go on, then.
I don't think so. Youngest first, off you pop.
Age before beauty.
Don't push it, sunshine, just go.
Okay, sorry, Mom.
Cheek.
All right, I'm gonna take a run and...
Well, I guess this is it. Close your eyes, head down and...
After continuing around several corners, guests arrive on Platform 9 3/4 itself to wait for the next train to arrive. After the Hogwarts Express has arrived at Platform 9 3/4 and the arriving passengers have disembarked, the next passengers enter one of the 21 compartments in the 3 passenger carriages. Ladies and gentlemen, you will board carriage D. That is D for Dumbledore. Please be careful boarding and welcome aboard the Hogwarts Express. Once inside your carriage, the outside door will be closed, leaving you sat on the train looking out of the window at a brick wall with steam billowing past it.
I'm so excited about my journey to Hogwarts, Tracey.
I know, I can't believe we're actually here.
I just can't believe it. Like, I thought my letter got lost in the mail, and I guess it did for 11 years. 12 years, 13 years. Wow, I'm old.
I think there was still pigeon post when they started sending mail out when I was that young, but...
No, this is America. All the pigeons are dead.
This is England, by the way.
Yes!
No,
you're in
but I
England.
would have lost my letter.
Oh, yeah.
Because
That's
carrier
true.
pigeons went extinct in the early 1900s. Fun fact.
But yes, we're on the train!
So what house do you think you'll be sorted into?
Ooh. Ravenclaw. What about you?
Again, I'm not really sure why I'm at the English School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, given my god-awful accent, but I took a couple quizzes online, and I was sorted in a Gryffindor, so I'm feeling pretty confident.
Cool. Is it true there are ghosts walking around?
There's only the ghosts of my dead dreams here, but it's possible. I saw this movie and there was ghosts in them. You know, I'm really not sure what's gotten into Dumbledore, letting all these muggles walk around, visiting Hogsmeade and Hogwarts.
Personally, I think it's a great idea.
Oh boy!
As the train departs King's Cross Station, Hedwig the Owl flies alongside the train while passing through the outskirts of London. Soon, Hedwig flies away as Dementors arrive from over the nearby buildings. At the same time, Harry, Ron and Hermione pass along the corridor side of the carriage looking for food.
It's getting dark out there.
Let's find a compartment.
I could use a snack. Where's the food trolley? Hermione, couldn't you conjure up some pumpkin pasties?
Ron, food is the first of the 5 principles of Gamp's law of elemental transfiguration.
Do you know what she's talking about?
The journey enters a tunnel. Upon its exit, it passes by Malfoy Manor during a stormy night.
Next, the train passes through a second tunnel, and the lights in the compartment go out as a Dementor enters the train and passes along the corridor.
Dementors!
Stand back! Expecto Patronum!
Are you alright, Harry?
I'm okay.
Okay, that was brilliant.
Dementors? On the Hogwarts Express? Foul, miserable creatures. Something from the trolley, dear? I'd say you've earned it.
Any chocolate frogs?
Oh dear. Best get back to your seats now. I'll try and round up these little runaways.
After exiting the tunnel, passengers are greeted by Hagrid flying on a motorbike with Hogwarts in the background. As the train enters a forest, the flying Ford Anglia appears and starts driving through the terrain. The car crashes soon after and the train leaves the forest, passing by Hogwarts once again before arriving at Hogsmeade Station with Hagrid greeting passengers.
Passengers then disembark the train, walk down a ramp past the front of Hogwarts Express and follow a path leading to the only wizarding village in England, Hogsmeade.
And if you would like to take the Hogwarts Express to Hogsmeade to visit Hogwarts Castle, you'll need to visit Universal Orlando, and our sponsor can take the hassle out of it for you.
Fairy Godmother Travel can take care of all of your Universal Orlando vacation needs at no extra cost to you.
And if you're planning a trip to visit Disney, just like Hunter does every week, then they can help with that too, as they are authorised Disney vacation planners.
Contact them today by phone on 832-284-4002 or toll free on 888-939-642539 or go to www.fairygodmothertravel.com.
Please let them know that you heard about them because of the UUOP. Every referral made through us helps us continue to bring you the best weekly Universal Orlando podcast.
Their first year at Hogwarts has passed, and it is time to rejoin Tracey and Hunter as they make their journey back from Hogsmeade to London King's Cross Station on the Hogwarts Express.
Bloody hell, how fast did that year go?
Absolutely amazing. I mean, I wish I wasn't 4 feet taller than the next student next to me, but it was still a really good year, and I'm glad I learned so much.
Yes, me too.
So what was it like being sorted in the Slytherin?
All my wildest dreams came true. What was it like being Hufflepuff?
You know, I'm not surprised at all. I just want to lay back, take it slow, barely pass my classes, and drift through life.
At the entrance of the queue, ticket inspectors check passengers' tickets, and the passengers then join the queue, which leads into a forested area and into the Hogsmeade Station building, along the longest queue you're ever likely to do. Upon climbing a flight of steps, travellers reach the Hogsmeade Station platform. Once the arriving passengers on the Hogwarts Express have left the platform, passengers waiting may then board the train and enter one of the 21 passenger compartments within the train. Welcome aboard, students. You will board compartment F. That is F for Florian Fortescue's.
Or F for all my grades this year. As before, once in their compartment, the door is closed and the wall with billowing smoke can be seen through the window. Aboard! As the train departs towards King's Cross, Rubeus Hagrid can be seen waving passengers goodbye outside of the window. Shadows of Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, and Hermione Granger can also be seen walking down the train corridor, looking for an empty compartment.
What about this one?
It's occupied, Harry.
Looks like a bunch of first years.
Let's keep looking.
Following this, Buckbeak flies outside the window, while Hogwarts can be seen in the background. Shortly after, the train enters a forest where centaurs are running. Upon exiting this forest, Hogwarts can be seen once again in the background.
Fred and George Weasley appear, flying broomsticks and playing with fireworks. The Hogwarts Express then enters a tunnel, after which passengers find themselves in the middle of a storm and pass by Malfoy Manor. The journey then enters a second tunnel. Harry, Ron and Hermione appear again in the train corridor. As a spider crawls up the compartment door, Ron eats it, and the trio continue to walk on down the corridor.
Oh wait, look! More spiders!
Oh, forget 'em, mate. You'll never catch 'em now.
Spiders! Licorice, actually.
Did you really have to do that?
Honestly, Ron, they're just sweets.
After the tunnel, the journey continues into London, passing by an industrial factory and then a residential area.
The night bus then appears, squeezing between buildings and shrinking to pass under a bridge. As the bus drives away, the train enters King's Cross Station where Alistair Moody greets passengers.
Passengers then disembark onto platform 9 3/4 of King's Cross and proceed down some stairs into a 2010-era King's Cross station, before arriving at the London waterfront area adjacent to Diagon Alley.
Well, I guess that's it. I can't wait to tell everybody about this on the podcast, but they won't believe us.
Kim already doesn't believe me. She thinks I've been on the college program for 8 months.
Nice idea. No one would disbelieve that, Hunter.
Where does Lee think you are, by the way?
Oh, I performed a memory charm on him before I came away. He thinks I'm on an 8-month intensive tea room manager's course.
I don't know how to break this to you, but it might be a little too late to reverse that charm. I think he's already got permanent damage.
Well, like anybody to be able to tell.
Stupid Lee.
See you soon, Hunter. Safe travels.
Bye, Tracy. Enjoy your pigeons that you have that we don't.
Will do. We hope you enjoyed that journey with us. It was a fantastic trip and we can't wait to go back next year. But to wrap up this show, it's time for a long overdue Fact Hunter, this time about the Hogwarts Express. Over to you, Hunter.
All right, so that was a lot of fun, but let's talk about some of the hidden detail. Well, not really hidden details, but let's talk about the history and some quick facts about the Hogwarts Express attraction. Feel free to chime in if you guys have anything to say.
Okay.
The Hogwarts Express is personally one of my favorite attractions on Universal Orlando property. And that really comes down to, it isn't the flashiest ride, it isn't the most high-tech, and, it isn't thrilling whatsoever. But it is, hands down, one of the most immersive and engaging experiences that one can have at a theme park.
Absolutely.
And one that will continue to delight guests of all ages for many years to come. It's timeless. People like trains. Even if you're not a big Harry Potter person, there's something magical about the appeal of trains.
Absolutely agree.
For a resort as thrill-centric as Universal Orlando, the Hogwarts Express is very, very well known. You might even say it's renowned for being accessible to guests of all ages, shapes, and different abilities. So the Hogwarts Express officially opened up on the 8th of July 2014, along with the rest of the newest edition of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Diagon Alley. Based on the famous literary and cinematic train of the same name, the ride/transportation system is just about 676 meters, or for us sane people, that's 2,218 feet. And it transports people to the other side of the Wizarding World section of Hogsmeade, which is located in the neighboring park of Islands of Adventure. Depending on the park where you embark on your journey, you will board the train in either King's Cross Station, passing through the infamous brick wall, of course, or you can embark from Hogsmeade Station. The idea for Hogwarts Express was originally proposed by Universal Creative President at the time, and I think he still is, that's Mr. Mark Woodbury, during the original conceptualization of the Wizarding World. Now, this comes into back when they were first planning the Wizarding World, they were going to demo the entirety of the Lost Continent area, not just the King Arthur section, and that was going to be Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley side by side. There are some rumors that this did not happen because Rowling herself said, it's a bit of a journey. These shouldn't be side by side. They're in totally different countries.
Which makes sense.
Yep.
Absolutely. I was not able to find any direct quote of that, but still, I like the concept. I like that they're in separate parks.
Yeah, I think that was, I think Jim Hills told us that story a couple of times.
Okay. So after the immense success of the Wizarding World Hogsmeade, which of course was at the height of Harry Potter mania, right as Deathly Hallows Part 2 was coming out, the Universal parks did have a noticeable difference in attendance between the two parks. And they started to plan the London and Diagon Alley expansion. So naturally the idea of the Hogwarts Express came back into the fold, and the plans were laid out to connect the two Harry Potter lands via the train system. In December of 2011, Universal announced that the land and attraction theme to Jaws would be closing to make room for a future attraction. Pouring one out for you, Bruce.
Yeah.
One of Universal's worst-kept secrets, the rumors swirled for months prior that this would be for Diagon Alley, and those rumors seemed to be all but confirmed by the time Jaws closing. In 2013, Universal built an elevated track system, which you could actually go back and find several pictures of, between the two parks, and on the 8th of May, they confirmed that the Wizarding World of Diagon Alley was coming to the Universal Orlando Resort. Now, the Hogwarts Express is special from the rest of the land because it did soft open a full week prior to the land of Diagon Alley opening up. So it allowed guests to experience a taste of the new Harry Potter expansion early. Within 1 month of the Hogwarts Express being open, the Hogwarts Express celebrated having already transported 1 million guests.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yep. So we've already kind of gone over the ride experience and the boarding experience. So just some real quick cool facts that I found. The Hogwarts Express does use 2 trains that run simultaneously. Each train can transport 168 passengers each, giving a total of 336 passengers per cycle. Those cycles equate to, I think it's just over 5 minutes. Okay. So very, very good capacity.
Mm-hmm.
Each train is actually a cable car system, no steam engine or anything, and there are 5 sections of that. There's a replica of the steam locomotive up front, and then it has 3 passenger vehicles. Since the attraction is set up with I believe it's called a funicular track system, once again, they do depart and arrive at the end stations at the exact same time, and they travel at the exact same speed, which is 3.4 meters per second.
That's cool.
Approximately moving about 7.6 miles per hour.
Wow.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. This is really underrated. Not really a fact, but you can snack in the queue in the King's Cross section. Supposedly the food is rubbish, but I don't know.
It's actual British stuff, though. We commented because there's Tunnocks tea cakes, isn't there? Yeah, it is proper British stuff.
I'll take a picture in there next time, and you'll have to tell me what to grab.
Okay.
This is one that I just put in there on my own because I think it is especially noticeable or notable, and I can't think of any other attractions like it. It is one of the only, if not the only, major attraction that actually requires you to have a dual park ticket to
Yes.
participate in. If you do not have a park hopper ticket or a dual park ticket, then you will not be able to experience the Hogwarts Express.
Which, let's be honest, from a theme park management point of view, is genius.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that about covers the basics of the Hogwarts Express. Once again, it is absolutely one of my favorite things at the Universal Orlando Resort, just because I know regardless of who I'm traveling with, pretty much everybody has experienced Harry Potter and Hogwarts Express. Just the image of the Hogwarts Express is so iconic at this point. And I love that anybody that I visit the parks with can experience that and really take part of the Harry Potter magic, even if they can't do the more intense rides like Escape from Gringotts or Forbidden Journey.
Yeah, I think that's it. It is the one ride in both areas of the Wizarding World that everybody can ride.
I would argue it might be the only ride that everybody can ride regardless of their situation.
Yeah.
Probably right, yeah.
I mean, you pointed out there that it's two trains, and there is a point in the middle where they cross over. For anyone who's been at Halloween Horror Nights in the last few years or going this year, Hunter, did you say it was Ghost Town this year that takes you out that way? Or was it American Horror Story?
Walking Dead, I believe.
Oh, Walking Dead.
It's the one where I could see it.
Or if you happen to do the RIP tours, they take you to that section where you will stand virtually underneath that crossover point, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Little detail, I'm surprised you haven't put it in there. If I can't remember whether it's on the way to Hogwarts or whether it's on the way back to King's Cross, but when you go past Malfoy Manor, there's a lightning strikes the tree, and you can see Voldemort in it.
On the ride, yes. And there's another noticeable thing that I left out of there. When you are boarding the train on the King's Cross station, there is the billboard that Dumbledore and Harry stand in front of from
which is
Half-Blood
cool.
Prince.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty cool,
Yeah.
I think it's the magic perfume.
Yeah, it's some perfume, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Yeah. See, I like the fact that they've started to put buskers in the
Yes.
to make it feel like a proper train station.
Mm-hmm. It does.
And the queue is immense. I've never seen that queue get anywhere close to filling up, but it's a very comfortable wait. It moves at a decent rate, and like I said, because you are transporting, almost 170 people per train, it does go pretty quick.
And let's be honest, if you're doing it right, you go to Florian Fortescue's first, you grab yourself some ice cream, and you chomp on that while you're in the queue.
Yes,
I
you do.
usually finish my ice cream by the time I get to King's Cross.
Well, when we went last time, Tracy bought herself the Souvenir cup from Florian Fortescue's,
Sunday cup.
and it's quite big.
I would
and
say
got
it's
it with
3 portions.
butterbeer ice cream in it, and she struggled to finish it.
I valiantly ploughed on.
But it's just, it's one of those, it's an attraction. You could argue that most theme park rides at this point have something similar in another park somewhere else in the world. There's nothing like the Hogwarts Express. They are literally the first theme park anywhere in the world to do a transportation that is a ride as well between two theme parks.
It would be like if you could catch the monorail from Tomorrowland in the future world.
Yeah.
But there's nothing that I could... obviously, the comparison that you're going to use, it is almost like a monorail style system, but there's never been one that goes from park to park like that.
And it just, like I say, that when they came up with that idea, when whoever it was sat there and went, I've got it. Why don't we put that there and then connect it by the Hogwarts Express backstage? It means we're not having to take up any real estate inside either park.
Yeah.
That way, we can make sure that if you want to ride it, you've got to have a park-to-park ticket. They must have just gone, oh my God, we've got a license to print money at this point, because every single person who is a Harry Potter fan will want to ride that train.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate, but say, for instance, you have a 2-park ticket, but you can only go to 1 park per day. Unfortunately, the Hogwarts Express is not going to be an option for you. So if you really want to see it, you will have to pony up a little bit of extra cash for the dual park ticket.
That's the thing, because you can't do round trips, can you? You couldn't effectively have a 1-park ticket, get on islands, go to the studios, and just stay on and go back round.
It's
No.
a shame, really.
I think you can do that for special events where they run the attraction.
Yeah.
If the other park's closed, but
I do wish that I've gotten to ride it earlier than I did, and I didn't know about the corridor effect, because that screen effect, I can't, like, not knowing about it and seeing that for the first time must have been mind-blowing.
Yeah, and everything that's in there is very, very simple effects, but I can't help but when I'm riding get a bit of a smile on my face just because it is so immersive.
Yeah.
And a lot of people say, well, it's just another screen attraction, and maybe the screens on the window actually aren't the best screens that Universal has ever done. But what I like is you are actually sitting in a compartment, you are actually moving.
Yeah.
And it serves its purpose. And I definitely think Universal deserves some accolades for that alone.
I mean, the corridor screen effect's phenomenal, like just the shadows, but it's when Ron presses his face up against it.
I know.
And you see his face squished up, you're like, oh my God, that is stunning.
It's so good.
I wish I could stand outside in the hallway.
Yeah, that'd be
and
interesting.
Watch.
Yes, that would be interesting.
But yeah, I know there's like a few, you get nitpicky with it, people have complaints, isn't it, that, it's weird that the train backs out of the station. It's like, really?
Well, my major nitpick's not that, it's that they still have the photo op Hogwarts Express train a little bit further up in the actual Hogsmeade land.
Yeah, but...
I think for theming purposes, they should have pulled that.
Agreed, but that's arguably one of the best character meet and greets in the park.
There is plenty of room on that platform if they wanted to have the meet and greet down. Well, I guess for congestion issues, they're not going to do that.
Yeah.
But just as, I'm a little nitpicky about certain things. I don't like the dragon on top of Gringotts, really. And I don't like the extra Hogwarts Express.
I have no issue with it at all. At the end of the day, it's a theme park, and people need to realise that you can't do everything exactly how you want to do it. But I think what they've done is the nearest to perfect recreation that they could possibly do of that attraction, of that ride, like that train experience. My only gripe, and it's a nitpick, is that we'd heard that when it was on the concept table, we'd heard that the Dementor scene was going to be in there, and originally we'd heard they were going to put quite big AC units on it, so that when the Dementors came in, they would blast cold air, so you would feel like the Dementors were on there, and that hasn't been implemented, which is such a shame, because that would elevate that to a whole new level.
There's also the leg ticklers, which are supposedly in there for the spider sequence,
All right.
but they have never been turned on.
That's a shame.
Which, Harry Potter's weird because there are a lot of effects just in the Wizarding World that are there, but they're not turned on.
Yeah.
Of course, the most infamous example is going to be the Dementors in Forbidden Journey.
Yeah. But you think if they'd have implemented those leg ticklers for the spider scene and then the AC units for the Dementors, how much better that whole experience would be. And that's saying something that you could already take something that's nigh on perfect and make it better by literally turning on an air conditioning unit and some leg ticklers.
Let me just say this. I know Universal does 3D better than pretty much anybody else. I am so glad this is not a 3D attraction.
Agreed.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I like it. The screens, like you say, they're not the best, but at the end of the day, it's not an attraction as such. It's a means from getting to one park to the other. They didn't have to do any of what they've done.
It's essentially a monorail.
Yeah. I love it.
I think what they've done is awesome.
I love it, and I haven't been on it anywhere near enough.
No.
It's cool. We seemed to get on it with the same group of people last time, didn't we?
We did, yes.
That family from Liverpool or somewhere. They seemed to be on it. I think at least twice we rode it with the same people, which was bizarre.
Very, because of the amount of people that were in the parks.
But it's so cool. And it's one thing, like you say, they can brag over any other theme park. They are the only theme park in the world that does that. And it is
true.
And the fact that it's themed, it actually sits well in the property that it's themed to is perfect. I love it.
Me too.
Absolutely.
I think the first time we rode it with Darren and Nina, didn't we? I'm sure we did. Yes, we did, because we were going back over to the studios for Stay and Scream.
That's right.
Yeah. There you go.
The Finnegans.
Yes, we did.
I know.
Right, well, that will wrap it up for show 216. So thank you to Hunter for his amazing acting skills. and for Lee to put
Thank you.
the script together.
Oh, the pair of you ad-libbed quite well. It was funny. I like these little acty shows. They're good. We need to do more of them.
Yeah, they are fun. So I've been Tracy, and this has been the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
It's F for all the grades I got this year.
That's it for another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Make sure you never miss a show by subscribing on iTunes, and while you're there, please leave us a rating and a review. Listen to us on Stitcher, Google Play, and all your podcast apps. Email us with any questions or comments to podcast@uuopodcast.com, or even better, record your message at speakpipe.com/uuopodcast. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Pinterest, keyword UUO Podcast. Check out our blog for even more content at uuopodcast.com. And finally, our sponsors, Fairy Godmother Travel, are here to help with all your Universal vacation needs. So check them out today at fairygodmothertravel.com. Well, that's a wrap. See you next week.